The Master Spy of Yorktown, Part 3. A slave by the name of Sue Matthews served also as a spy and guide in the British camp at Portsmouth. The white Colonel Josiah Parker said of him that he deserved the applause of his country for his bravery. A Virginia historian reported that this slave of Thomas Matthews brought back military secrets of such value to Colonel Parker that on the same night, serving as a guide, he led a party of Americans to the British garrison. At another time, when Saul Matthews' master and other white Virginia soldiers had fled across the state border into North Carolina, Matthews was once more sent to spy on the enemy and returned with plans of British movements. Such distinguished officers as Baron von Steuben, Peter Muhlenberg, and General Nathanael Greene praised Matthews highly for his services. Like James Armistead, he continued to work as a slave after the war, but at last he, too, asked the legislature for help and was granted his full liberty for his very many essential services during the war. Others served in the same way, among them two slaves whose records included only their first names. Antigua. In March 1783, a slave by this name was lauded by the General Assembly of South Carolina for his skill in procuring information of the enemy's movements and designs. He always executed the commissions with which he was entrusted with diligence and fidelity, and obtained very considerable and important information from within the enemy's lines, frequently at the risk of his own life. So back up here when it said he executed the commissions, that means he did the jobs that he was trusted to do. He did them with diligence, which means he stuck to them and he worked hard at them, and fidelity, meaning it just exactly like he was supposed to do them without trying anything different than the order said. And he obtained or got very considerable and important information. It just means he got good important information from within the enemy's lines, meaning he got it from the other side, frequently at the risk of his own life, and I think that's self-explanatory. To reward him, the assembly liberated, which means set free, his wife named Hagar and her child. Antigua seems to have remained a slave all of his life. This is Quaco. During the British occupation of Newport, Rhode Island, Quaco's Tory master sold him to a colonel in the king's army. Quaco fled to the Patriot lines with valuable information. In January 1782, the General Assembly of Rhode Island, saying the information he then gave rendered great and essential services to this state and the public in general, and declared Quaco free. We will probably never learn more of the work of black spies during the Revolution, but it is certain that these secret services were so valuable that without them the struggle for the country's independence might have been lost. The end.